Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, welcome. We're going to get back into more foodie beauty content. Now, quickly before we do, I want to say a massive thank you to you guys. We are now up to 300 subscribers, or 300 plus now. That being said, it is a massive achievement. I know that might not seem like a lot to a lot of people, but for me, it is a huge number, and each and every one of you guys are really appreciated. You're funny, you're kind, you're sweet, and it's great just to have people not only share my interests, but share my humor too. So it is honestly one of the best feelings to have such a supportive community already. So again, just a massive thank you. That being said, we are going to get into not a mukbang, but a driving video today. I can't guarantee that she won't eat in the video, but who knows? We'll figure it out. So let's get into the video and not keep you guys waiting.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I just wanted to let you know some exciting news.
Okay, so we're starting off in the house. I am hoping, still hoping that she is going to go out because, like, if you get your license, you got to go out and film something, right? Please tell me it's not just a sit-down video.
And talk a bit about that. So I actually have now a proper license to drive here in Kuwait. So yeah, I know I drove a while back one time, and I was under a different situation then, a different status and whatnot. So, but you know, when you change your status, it changes the type of license you need. So I actually have a proper license for my current status here, which of course I will not show you the license.
I did check up the rules to see what kind of visa and stuff you need, and they do go into a little bit of an explanation, but I am an idiot, and I am somewhat confused about it. But by the sounds of it, if you're going over for like a visit or something, you can technically drive. It depends where exactly it is and the visa you're on, but by the sounds of it, Foodie's being shady, like usual. Also, she doesn't want to show her license for a very obvious reason. We all know the reason. They're not technically married. They're not really married. They're never actually going to be married. So, like, obviously she's not going to show us evidence against that.
I don't know anybody who shows driver's license, you know, to the public online, but
I can't help but laugh at the fact that she's trying to keep a well-known secret that she's not actually married. And even if she is married, dude, it's one of the worst relationships around. He cheats on you, he doesn't value you, you treat him like shit. Who cares? At this point, who actually cares whether or not you're actually married? It's like one of the worst kept secrets and relationships of all time.
I do have it in case the Kuwait police need to see it, or authorities here need to see it if I get pulled over or something like that, or in an accident, God forbid, hopefully not, you know, inshallah.
Yeah, I'm going to be a little bit more serious because she is a type 2 diabetic and she is not managing her health in the slightest. And she is now becoming a physical danger for herself and other people, like pedestrians and drivers too. Like, I wouldn't want anything to happen to anyone else, but like, Foodie, get your shit under wrap because if you hurt someone, like, you probably wouldn't give two shits, but if you hurt someone else, their family has to go without because they may potentially lose someone or because they may not have the resources to look after that person or themselves if they get hurt, like, regardless if someone has a family or not. Like, you are putting other people in danger by driving around with your health not being managed.
But yeah, I finally have my license. So I'm just coming on and telling you this piece of personal information because, of course, it's going to, you know, be apparent on my channel because, you know, I'm going to be driving places. I don't know if if I feel comfortable to live and drive here like I didn't mine in Canada.
Yeah, no, I definitely don't agree with that because, like, live streaming in Canada is bad enough, but driving around in an area while having your concentration on something else is even more dangerous because you're going to be a lot more anxious in Kuwait. So I don't agree with the live streaming at all. Like, no one should be doing it, let alone Foodie.
But, you know, this will allow me to go out more on my own, do more content for my channel on my own and not have to always rely on Salah. You know, sometimes he's busy with his work stuff. Sometimes he's just not available due to that reason. And sometimes he just doesn't feel like it going out. And sometimes I feel like going out. So
Yeah, that's completely understandable. Like, why would you want to kind of be in a situation where you have to rely on your partner? And if your partner is someone who does get annoyed very quickly, it's going to be just something that will butt heads over and over again because you know Foodie is going to be the type of person to keep pushing until she gets what she wants.
That makes a really big difference. And I think it'll make, a big difference in the quality of my life here because I can go out. Now, the thing is like, I'm a bit nervous because while I've driven for many, many years in Canada, the roads in Canada, the drivers in Canada are different than here, Driving here is different. It's not like super, super different as if I was driving in like the chaos of India or something. I watch those most dangerous road channels, videos sometimes, and India is featured a lot on that.
Yeah, no, I've been told multiple horror stories by friends who have gone to India. Like, one of my friends told me that turn signals basically don't exist. Like, they have them in the cars, but they don't use them. And like every single time you get into a car, it's either people are going batshit insane or it's like Final Destination. You're just waiting to get hit by another car in traffic. And they tell me that if you have something in the middle of the road, so like if an animal's in the middle of the road or people walking in the middle of the road, people will straight up go onto the sidewalk where other people are walking and just drive their car down it. And I'm like, no way. And they're like, oh no, straight up, that shit happens all the time. And I'm like, that's absolutely terrifying to think about. Like imagine being a pedestrian walking down the street and then a car suddenly just comes at you.
So yeah, it's not the same. So I do have to get accustomed to the road, everything like that. Luckily here they drive on the same side of the road as in Canada, and they use the same, is it metric system? Like it's like in kilometers, the speed limits and stuff. But we have a pretty smart vehicle. The Sherry, it's the Kia of Kuwait, as what some of you, guys have been calling it. So
since I don't actually know what her car was, I'm just going to assume it's like shot in the dark. That's what her old car was.
Yeah, it's going to be totally fine because I'm just very careful, and I plan on not going out all the time, especially not alone. Like, I still want to spend a lot of time with my husband, and he'll drive whenever we're going out together. I've actually become accustomed to being a passenger princess because anything to do with being a princess, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you have any understanding what a princess is because a princess does not act like you. You are far from what a princess would be. Like, modesty is not your thing. Could you honestly imagine a sitcom where Foodie is in like the royal family or something? Because like that would be a shit show. I mean, it would probably have good ratings, but all in all, it'd be a shit show.
No, but just like honestly, like it's just you don't have to worry, So Salah's a very, very good driver.
Would it be okay to make a Princess Diana joke, or is it still too soon?
Really just enjoy laying back with the AC and not having to focus on the road. But I can see how chaotic it can get in the street sometimes because the thing is, there's traffic jams here, just like any country. They're probably not as bad as some countries, but there's, it's pretty bad at certain times, like around 1 p.m. when school is letting out, 1:30, something like that. The schools will let out.
Wait, 1:30? We get let out like 3. I say that as if I was in school, which I haven't been in school for the past 11 years, so you guys know what I mean. I mean, unless you count university, but that's different. That's not the same thing as like high school or primary school.
And the traffic can be really bad. In the evenings, most people here in Kuwait tend to go out in the evenings. So if you're going out after 4:30, 5 o'clock, yeah. And then I would say the worst is like 7 o'clock. It's just, especially if you're going to the popular places like Salmiya, Kuwait City, going to see the towers and stuff like that.
I mean, yeah, but like you said yourself, it's pretty much like that for most places. Like any place that is overcrowded or any place that is a hot spot, especially when it's on the weekends or with, school letting out, it's going to really kind of be packed. That's how most, if not all places really are.
So but the thing is at least now I have a license that if I just want to, if Salah's busy and I just want to go out and, go to a cafe in my town, up the street, something like that. The closer cafes I can just walk to, like I what did before on my live streams. But
So let me get this straight. You don't want to walk up the street to get some coffee, but you're perfectly fine with driving up the street to get some coffee because you think it's going to be easier to drive than walk up the street. That's peak laziness right there. Also, question, why would you want to leave the house more often knowing the fact that your husband is a cheater and it's only a matter of time before he's in someone else's DMs? Because it's already happened twice that you know of already. You really want to give him more opportunities to prove that your relationship doesn't matter to him?
um, I get asked a lot, do I miss driving? And a part of me misses driving in Canada. I don't miss driving here because, like I said, it's just different. And um,
Oh yeah, no, I definitely don't like driving. Driving is such an anxiety-induced thing I have to deal with on a daily basis because there are way too many people who ignore the rules or don't even know the bloody rules and just drive.
I don't really get the urge, to drive. Like, so for me, just going somewhere close by to a cafe would be totally fine. Would be totally fine because it's not the same scenery, it's not the same country, it's not the same whatsoever. For what I used to do, it's not the same. So it's hard to long for that.
I mean, I could definitely understand that from like an anxiety standpoint, but at the same time, wouldn't you want to explore the area that you now live in? You would want to find things to do that you could do not every single day, but once in a while that could be very enjoyable. Like being stuck in a house 24/7 sucks, and the only time you really go out is to either get food or go shopping. Like, that's pretty boring if you ask me. There's like so many other things you could potentially be doing right now.
But yeah, I mean, I do miss sometimes my scenic drives in Canada. Canada has some really beautiful nature, and it's relaxing. I used to, for my mental health, just go on long country roads, and I wish gas cost. I don't know. I don't care. I wish gas was the same price in Canada as it is here. I know I've said this many times, but maybe new people are watching. But the gas stations and the gas situation is, of course, it's different here than Canada. I think what it was costing me at least 80, might even have been, yeah, about $80 Canadian to fill it, and that was, before, and now things just keep going up for prices, and
I don't know. I think she's kind of getting almost sentimental. I don't think she's like regretting it, but almost sentimental to the idea of wanting to go back to Canada. I completely understand that. When your entire life is in a certain place, you would want to long to go back there. And I understand it is her choice to live here, and she only really wants to stay for Salah. So it kind of sucks in that way, but at the same time, like, dude, if you wanted to, you could always just go back home. Like, why bother being in such a shitty relationship? And I don't like Foodie in a lot of ways, especially when it comes to the concept of looking after animals or just having pets in general. But if you want to be back in Canada, just go back to Canada. It is not worth it. This relationship is not going to be long term. It's not going to last the rest of your life. It's going to be miserable as shit. Just go home to your family while you still have them.
so things are just really expensive for gas, and in Canada, petrol. And here, and in Canada, when you go to a gas station, there's different, it's so different. Number one, there was only one or two full serves I knew of in Ottawa. Maybe there were more, but the majority of gas stations in Ottawa, or where I'm from in Canada, seem to be self-serve. So you got to pump your own gas. And that's fine, I mean, if you have to do it. But let's all be real. If you didn't have to pay extra to have it done for you, come on. You know, especially on really cold days, you know, and you're just like, come on, and it's just like going so slow.
I mean, I can understand the luxury of it, but honestly, I'd probably just rather do it myself because I feel like it would be so inconvenient to someone else having to stop what they're doing just to pump gas when I got two legs, I got two hands, I can do it myself.
But yeah, it was expensive for gas, and that would be that $80 would last me like not even a week, a full week. So that's, you know, that's like about $400 probably a month I would spend on gas, especially going on these long drives, you know. And here,
I mean, that's kind of understandable. If you're out of your way to consume fuel, even if it's for your mental health, it's going to be expensive. Like, it's an expensive resource. And don't get me wrong, I do enjoy hiking and stuff like that, going out of my way, and it is quite a distance because I live in sort of like a suburban area, so those type of things require me to go an hour and a half away. So it is quite a long journey to get from point A to point B just to go for a hike. So I'm not able to do it often, and I would like to do it more often, but it is expensive resource, so I understand that I can't do it all of the time.
you know, and in Canada too, you have to park up to the pump. You have to pull up to the pump on the side that your gas tank is on. And here you can pull up to any direction. It doesn't matter. They have the longest hoses I've ever seen that reach around the car and everything, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, not to be nitpicky, but those are like really superficial things. Like, oh, you have to park in the right direction and you have to pump your own gas. Like, first world problems much.
You don't have to stop your car. In Canada, you have to turn off your car to pump the gas for safety reasons or whatever. But here, I guess that doesn't apply because you don't turn your car off.
Yeah, that's not a good thing. Just because you don't have to turn it off doesn't mean you shouldn't turn it off, because a spark can cause a fire to happen in your gas tank, which can cause your car to explode, which is dangerous. Like, why would you not want to turn off your... It's just a very inconvenient thing. Like, she's willing to put other people in danger, aka an explosion, just not to turn her car off. That's how lazy this woman is. Like, yeah, I could unalive myself and other people, but like, I don't have to turn off my car, though.
You pull up on any side you want, they bring that long hose, and you know, you just leave your car on in park, and it costs, every time Salah fills the sherry from empty to full, it's about 3 KD and a quarter. So I'll put the conversion here for you, but it's like, it's insanely cheap. I couldn't believe it. Like, I couldn't believe it when I first came here.
Dude, why is it so cheap? Like, I'm getting absolutely railed for my groceries and gas bill. I should be in the Middle East.
But there's so much oil in Kuwait, right? There's so much oil in Kuwait. It's an oil country, so of course the price of gas is going to be less. That makes sense. So it's definitely one advantage of residing here. And so yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I finally have my license. So I'm actually going to be going out in a little bit. If you haven't noticed, I'm all done up. So yeah, I'm going to be going out and having a bit of fun to myself, with or with someone. A girlfriend, obviously, but not... Yeah, just to clarify that, just in case, you know how rumors spread around.
Foodie's out here worried that we're going to be like, oh, she's holding it up out here. Like, no, Foodie, calm down. We're not spreading those type of rumors. I mean, we don't have to worry about spreading those type of rumors for Salah because we all know it's happening. But like, for you, you're good. Don't worry about it.
So yeah, I can do that as well. I can go meet friends that I've made here. I can go do all kinds of things. So yes, but I do plan also, you know, inshallah, taking you guys, my Beezers, my viewers.
I think she's done that maybe like once or twice before she's really taken a break now. And by taking a break, she's gone back to Canada. I think that's been confirmed by now because she did do a live stream, and I was right. She did do a live stream and then she deleted it, which people have analyzed it and think that she is living with someone. I think it either may be like Pete or she's at her mum's house or something like that. I haven't really been caught up with that. I've been focusing on these videos. But she did rage post around like 2 in the morning a couple of days ago when I was taking Banjo out to the toilet. I was sitting on my phone waiting for him to come back, and I saw that she was rage posting. And by the time I woke up for work, I think it was around 6:30, the posts had been gone. They had been deleted. So I'm assuming she kind of regretted it and deleted it like she always does.
You know, just doing more things that, you know, I can do on my own, or that, like I said, Salah might be busy, doesn't want to do it. So yeah, I'll just, you know, it's good to do things on your own sometimes. It's good to have a space, a little bit of space in a relationship. You know, it's healthy. So
Yeah, but that's the thing. The concept of doing stuff on your own is a vice to you and him. Like, you are off eating food on your own, and he's off cheating. Not with his own, but away from you. So, like, you're eating food, and he's getting it in. So, it's not really healthy or conducive to a healthy relationship when the two of you are actively engaging in your own vices, which isn't healthy for the relationship.
yeah. How is Salah feeling about this? I'm sure you're wondering. He is very nervous. He's very nervous. Just doesn't want me to get hurt or anything, or lost, or, you know, he's a bit nervous, but overall, I think he's happy for me. You know, he said, Mabruk, congratulations. And,
Oh yeah, I can assure you he is not worried. Like, he is not worried in the slightest, because that gives him more ample opportunities to cheat on you.
so I think he's happy for me and realizes that it's kind of a necessity, because it's just good for us both to have this ability to just go if we need to go somewhere.
I'm pretty sure Salah does enough coming and going.
Yeah, it's also just, yeah, it's just fair. Like, sometimes we can share the driving, stuff like that. So
I don't know. I feel like that last part right there kind of leads me to believe he is kind of pushing her to get a license. He's probably like, I'm so sick of driving you around. Every couple hours, you want me to go get food, and I've just had enough there. Time to get a license.
yeah, I'm kind of happy that I don't have to worry about, you know, not being able to drive here. So that's the news. I have my license, and stay tuned. We will do specifically more live streams, maybe trying different restaurants, cafes, stuff like that, and yeah, show you around a bit more. Sometimes alone, sometimes with Salah. It just depends. I don't know. But I definitely enjoy doing lives in like different cafes and stuff like that. So I'll do that once in a while. I'm not saying like every single day, but maybe once in a while. We'll see. So I guess that's it, guys, for this video. Thank you for listening, and I just wanted to share this exciting news with you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Alright guys, come to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. This is going to be one of the last videos with our Christmas theme wombat. We'll be getting to the new one that I made previously just before I started using this one. Basically the same thing without the Christmas stuff. Pretty simple. That being said, we can hopefully get a new Ember video tomorrow, and Foodie will be back in Kuwait from Canada, probably with a raid stream or something, which will be pretty enjoyable. I probably will watch that because it has been a little bit since she's uploaded a video, which I thought she would have been back by now, but her visa should be reset relatively soon. That being said, thank you for watching again, and hopefully get to see lovely people in the next one. Bye-bye.